One morning, you step into your yard and see something tiny sitting in the grass.
It looks too small to be alone, too fragile to be left there.
And if you love animals, your first thought may be, I have to save it.
But here is the secret. That baby bird may not be abandoned at all. It may be in the middle of one of the most important days of its young life. By the end, you will know when to step back, when to protect, and when to call for help.
Because sometimes, the kindest thing you can do is take one quiet step back.
Baby birds often seem to appear suddenly, as if the yard produced them overnight.
Yesterday, you saw only robins, sparrows, or finches flying through. Today, there is a little one below.
The nest may have been closer than you realized, tucked in a shrub, gutter, vine, or tree fork. To us, the yard is a yard. To a young bird, it is the next classroom.
Many baby birds leave the nest before they can fly gracefully. That is normal.
They hop, flutter, balance, tumble a little, and try again.
It may look clumsy, but clumsy is how a wild bird begins becoming capable. This kind of baby bird is called a fledgling. A fledgling usually has feathers, bright, alert eyes, and enough strength to hop or grip.
It may still have a tiny tail and a face that looks far too young for the world.
But if it is feathered and hopping, it may be exactly where it needs to be. A nestling is different. A nestling is younger, softer, and not ready for the ground.
If a baby bird has few feathers, closed eyes, or cannot sit up, it may need help quickly. But most baby birds people notice in yards are not helpless nestlings. They are young explorers.
And the parents are often much closer than you think.
They may stay hidden because you are standing there. To a parent bird, even a kind person can look enormous.
That does not mean you are bad. It means the bird family is being careful.
Parent birds may be feeding several young birds scattered around the yard.
One little one may be under the hydrangea. Another may be near the fence. The parents fly between them, bringing food, listening for calls, and watching for danger.
If you stand too close, they may wait until you leave. So the first rule is simple. Pause before you act. Do not rush in. Do not scoop it up just because your heart is worried.
Stop, look, listen. Let the yard tell you what is really happening.
Are adult birds nearby, calling from a branch or fence? Do you see one fly down, feed the babe, and disappear again?
You may need to watch from a window, porch, or quiet corner to see it. Sometimes the safest help is not your hands. It is your patience. That is not nothing. To a small wild bird, your patience matters. But stepping back does not mean doing nothing at all.
If you have a cat, bring the cat indoors. If you have a dog, leash the dog.
Ask children to give the baby bird space, even if they are excited.
Wait before mowing, trimming, or moving heavy things near that patch of grass. A fledgling does not understand driveways, garden tools, or busy feet yet.
If it is in immediate danger, you may gently move it a short distance.
Not across the neighborhood. Not into your house. Just nearby, into shelter. A low bush, shaded flower bed, or safe branch can give it cover while parents keep finding it.
And know, A quick, gentle touch will not make the parents reject their baby.
But that does not mean we should handle baby birds more than necessary.
They are wild little lives, and wild little lives need quiet more than cuddling.
There are moments, though, when stepping back is not enough.
If the bird is bleeding, dragging a wing, unable to stand, or surrounded by flies, it needs help.
If a cat or dog has carried it, even gently, call a licensed wildlife rehabilitator.
If it is cold, shivering, featherless, or nearly featherless, it may not survive outside without help.
If you know both parents are gone, or the baby calls weakly all day, do not guess alone.
Call a wildlife rehabilitator, animal control, a wildlife center, or a veterinarian who can guide you.
A professional can tell you whether to watch, return, move, contain, or bring the bird in.
If told to contain it, keep it dark, warm, quiet, and away from pets and children. Do not feed it bread, milk, seeds, water, or anything from your kitchen. Good intentions can still hurt a wild baby if the wrong food goes into the wrong place. And do not try to raise a baby wild bird as a pet.
Its best teachers are usually the birds calling from the branches above it.
If the fledgling is healthy, alert, feathered, and parents are nearby, the answer is beautifully simple.
Leave it outside. Give it space. Keep the yard calm. For a few hours or a few days, your yard may become a little flight school.
The baby learns where to hide, how to balance, and when to freeze. It learns what a warning call means, what a shadow means, and what home sounds like.
The parent birds are not careless. They are raising a wild bird in a wild world. That world includes rain, wind, cats, crows, fences, and human footsteps.
You cannot remove every danger, but you can make one corner safer.
Leave a little cover. Let shrubs grow dense. Give small birds places to disappear.
Avoid spraying harsh chemicals where young birds may hop, forage, and rest.
Before trimming a hedge, look and listen. A whole family may be hidden inside.
If feeders are nearby, keep the area clean and watch for window reflections.
None of this makes the birds your pets. It makes you a gentle neighbor.
A small wild animal does not need you to be perfect. It only needs you to be gentle and predictable. Over time, backyard birds notice routines: where you walk, how loudly you move, how calmly you behave.
You are not trying to tame them. You are learning how to be trusted near them.
And that is why a baby bird in the grass can feel so powerful.
It asks something difficult from a caring heart. It asks you to care deeply without taking control. It asks you to trust parents you may barely see. Then, after a long, quiet minute, a parent drops down with food. And suddenly, the little bird was never alone in the way it looked alone. The yard is not just a yard to them. It is shelter, school, and map. Your quiet porch, your unmown corner, your patient distance can become part of that map. So remember the simple path. First observe, then protect the space, then decide carefully.
Feathered, hopping, alert, with parents nearby? Step back and guard the peace.
Bare, weak, cold, injured, or touched by a cat or dog? Get professional guidance. And if help is needed, keep it quiet. Do not feed. Do not guess. The goal is never to make the bird yours. The goal is to help it stay wild.
One day, the little bird that worried you may lift from the grass and vanish into the leaves.
You may never know its whole story. But you were kind at the part you witnessed.
You did not need to be a hero with busy hands.
You only needed to be a safe presence in a small living world.
So if a baby bird suddenly appears in your yard, breathe first. Look for the parents. Protect the space. And sometimes, take one quiet step back.